staying at their father's house. When their mother, Beverly, left her oldest child and went to bed that evening, she never dreamed that this night would not be like any other.
Angie, I'm gonna go to bed, okay, hon? No, sweetie. Good night, Mom.
Angie was diagnosed as an asthmatic at about the age of 5 or 6, and it's progressively gotten worse. When she gets short of breath, she can't walk any distance because she can't catch her breath enough to do so. But she had a period of 2 or 3 years where she
I want to try on my onesie or PJs. But if I can't fit in them anymore, then I'll just be this Eva's girlfriend 24/7. I'm always Eva's girlfriend, so, you know, I'm always dressed up. I feel naked without these ears anyway. I know it's weird saying that, but I do feel naked without these ears on. So, okay, see you then.
Nearly a year later, Bob finally got the chance to pay a visit to EMT Ed Wright.
I have no memories of Ed that I can trust. So I walked up to the door to meet Ed, having never met the man before, knowing he saved my life.
I don't know what to say. You sure look a lot better than last time I saw you, Mr. Collins. I feel better. And I don't know what to say. I don't know how to say it. Except, just thank you. That's all I can say, Ed.
What can you say when somebody grabs your hand and says, thank you for saving my life?
Otherwise, I would have went through the windshield. I think it's great that they're out there giving them the test and arresting them. People that drink and drive, they just do it anyway unless it happens to them. And then maybe they'll learn, and it's too bad it has to happen that way.
The suspect pleaded guilty to driving under the influence.
I did not being involved in this type of collision involving a drunk driver. To this day, every time my wife and child drive home and pull up into the driveway, I always breathe a little sigh of relief because I know how easy it is for something drastic to happen on our roadways.
Vegas on New Year's Eve. We want you to have a good time. But we want you to act like you might in your own living room. We invite thousands of people here each year and love to have them come. We just ask that they respect our property and not do any damage. Other than that, it's just have a good time.
What the fuck, guys? Seriously.
John here. You know that Brendale campus?
The first police officer on the scene was Bob Gonzalez.
Did you ever see him before, Candace?
I worked with him.
She knew who he was. For the same restaurant. Within like 5 minutes to 10 minutes after this happened, we were sending officers to his past addresses. 120. Keep spitting that blood out.
I was concerned that her airway was going to be compromised. So what I opted to do was just get her down on the ground on all fours.
Candace's mother, Gloria Crosby.
15-20 minutes into the flight, the pain started becoming progressively more intense and more frequent.
Sandy got the attention of Flight Service Manager Meg Somerville.
The first question came out of my mouth. I said, "Are you pregnant?" And then very soft voice, "But it's only 6 months." He didn't look pregnant at all. So, do you mind if I get those seats? We have some seats around the corner. Ladies and gentlemen, we are looking for a physician.
You know, for this to happen, social services is going to have to follow up with you probably once a week. You're going to need home health care workers probably every day.
You said it wasn't going to be easy.
Here.
Don't you ever pull that crap on me again.
Excuse me. But the last time I looked, I was right.
You were looking.
Should have been by your side, your Highness.
Well, it was
Remember, you wanted to take a walk with me, but since there was another attempt...
Princess, you have to get ready for the reception. Your husband-to-be has arrived.
Oh, goody.
You know how it is. You spend all afternoon at the club, and right when you think you're about to close, they decide they need to consult their advisors.
Sorry.
Well, I'll figure something out. I always do. How's Ellen?
Are you having me followed?
Maybe. Or it's Friday afternoon, and I know you're not home, so I thought you were probably with your best friend.
She's fine.
You signed that paperwork I sent over?
That's what you're worried about?
Of course not. Listen, I've decided that I'm going to stay in the city when I get back, okay? Heather, I got here as fast as I could. A detective told me what's going on. Is it true you knew this guy?
You know what? It's been a long night. Why don't you two discuss this later?
Of course. Once you come back to Malibu with me, you can stay in your own bed. Listen, Nadia made up the sofa for me in the study. You can have the bedroom to yourself.
Is that what you want? Look, I've already told her she can stay at my guest house as long as she needs.
What she needs, Ellen, is to be with her husband, okay?
Well, I think she's capable of making that decision on her own.
Exactly, Ellen. Let her decide.
So, are we getting back to the game or what? Yes. Whose turn was it?
Oh, Grant Cresswell.
Okay, I got one. Most likely to get knocked up before graduation. 1, 2, 3.
That's me. What the hell? Yep.
I can't even give birth like anatomically.
Yeah, not with that attitude. Drink.
So unfair. You know what? You're a bunch of dicks.
Okay, go on. Okay. Most likely to eat something off.
Yeah, you guys, did I tell you? This morning when I blew my nose, it was all green. So, I have an infection my body is trying to fight off, and in about an hour around there, I'm gonna just call it a night because I'm so fucking tired right now. Sorry about my language, I'm just really tired. And there's no sunset. This is all I see right now. So, yeah. I'm just pretty tired. My body is saying rest, Nora, rest. So I should listen to it before I have problems sleeping with nose running down my throat. And I'll be up all night long coughing like I always do when I have a cold. So I'll go to bed within an hour.
1988. A group of friends get together for a weekend trip. Only one of them walks away alive. All of these readings were done with cards from a wooden box with a zodiac wheel on the front of it.
I don't understand. How do you know all of this?
Because I was the one in London who survived. I spent my whole life trying to understand why.
What the hell?
Guys, we have to go back to the police.
What are they gonna do? I mean, we're getting picked off by a... I mean, what even was that? Okay. We need to go back to campus and find a place for us to barricade in and isolate.
What? What if that thing finds us?
Like it just did?
Her horoscope. It came true. The Hanged Man. What? It looked like the card from the astrologer's deck. I pulled.
I'm having some Cheerios first.
Oh, 73. And 32. G47. B10. Round over.
Everything that normal kids do, as well as wrap daddy around her little finger. I'm very grateful to the emergency room people and the guys in the ambulance. I didn't even catch their names, but they did good.
I never had like being an overprotective mother, but now I'm having to become one because I can't turn her loose in the yard like an animal. Or anything, I have to watch. I have to be there with her.
In Tony's case, I think that it was a wise decision to try to meet the ambulance rather than waiting it out. The entire allergic reaction.
Yeah, guys, I'm gonna get ready for bed now, so, yeah. Good night, everybody. Good night, Mom. No, scaring us. Us meaning your boyfriend, my boyfriend, and myself. Hug and kiss the fur baby Patty. Alright? I'm all ready for bed now. And again, whenever this shuts off, it shuts off. So, I'll be filming out there again. So, yeah, it'll be on the ledge. God, I fucking love my cat. I know I keep saying it, but I fucking do. If she was here and 20 years younger and alive, oh my God, she'd be giving out kisses and kisses and more kisses. I wouldn't leave her alone. She'd be really, really angry and telling me to stop. Stop hugging me too much. Stop it, Mommy. Stop it. Oh, I fucking missed you when you were dead, honey. I'd say if she'd visit me for a day. I fucking love that cat forever and ever. She's always gonna be my baby. I love her like how I would love my future daughter. If I would ever have a daughter. You know what I mean. Oh. I love you, sweet baby girl. You're always gonna be my baby. Always, 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 honey. I'm gonna make up for my lost hugs and kisses I miss giving you. You're gonna say, stop hugging me too much, Mommy, stop it. When I'm up there in heaven, when I'm old and gray, I'm warning you now.
Obvious injuries to the body. Tests were also later conducted to determine if there were any toxins, drugs, or alcohol found in the remains, but they all came back negative. Now, police were unsure how the child's remains had washed up on Deer Island that day. The body could have either been placed there or it could have drifted from another location. And if it had been placed in the water at another location and had drifted, police were not sure exactly how far it could have come. It could have come from as far as Canada, they believed. So
about 3 minutes later, he took a moment where he sort of stepped back from me. And I took the chance and I slammed the car door shut and I jumped into the front seat. I still had this phone in my hand. And I realized at that point that he had taken my car keys. So he was on the front door, unlocking the door while I was slamming the lock shut. And we sort of did a cat and mouse game. He was pounding on the door. I was trying to dial 911, and he got the door open. So what I did was I dialed 911 and I slammed.
Left for school around 8 a.m. Bob Wood left for work soon afterwards, and Christopher was the last one out of the house. Around 8:30, neighbors saw smoke coming out of the windows and called the fire department.
The principal from the school came right down to the house and told us that Chris had not come to school and that he may be in the fire.
Firefighters searched the home in a frantic effort to find him.
Sometimes kids hide in a building after they set a fire, and we didn't know whether he did that, whether he went and hid somewhere else in the house and was overcome by smoke.
I kind of figured that Christopher had accidentally... Well, the medical examiner was certain that somebody was responsible for Alfie's death. She could not determine his final cause of death because of how many injuries he had that could have led to it. The court also heard about injuries that Alfie had gotten in the months prior to his death, as well as the explanations that Sean and Jack had given, such as the cut under his eye that had been caused by the car keys. And when he had injured his fingers, it was just because he had caught them in a pet gate at Jack's parents' home. In one incident, Sean had arrived back home, and she found blood on the carpet, on a cushion, and on a tissue. Jack told her it was because Alfie had just fallen down.
He told me he heard I had died in a fire. A fire? I was baffled. I hadn't been anywhere near a fire. Each time someone told me a different story about my supposed death, I would end up getting more scared and confused. It was as if I was living in a strange movie where people kept getting the script wrong. Over time, it started to feel like I was part of some strange joke. I began to wonder if I had become a glitch in the Matrix, a mix-up that people couldn't understand. How could so many different people believe I was dead? Each time I met someone who thought they were seeing a ghost, it made me...